garage is a fucking mess. First you need air compressor if you don't already have one. If you like paint and stuff or cheap tools, it's usually air related. But yeah, my garage messy as fuck. You need things like this. These are ridiculously helpful, especially if they have flat parts on the bottom. Those are better. Yeah, most of my tools are on the fucking ground. I gotta get that shit up. Well, air sander. I think it was like less than 20 bucks. These things are awesome. One's off Amazon at least. I think it's a dual action orbital kind of thing. Let's see. Those are camber plates or alignment plates. This is the one I have, but like literally any cheap one's gonna work. These usually have more power than the air. You gotta just check how much whatever torque it has, but these things will break a bolt in half really quick. It's not exactly a good thing in all cases. Need some sort of grinder. Don't go cheap on these. Cordless. I mean, cordless, I think are better just because you can do anything. You don't have to worry about an extension cord, like if you're at the track or anything. But yeah, you need to get one basically that has a kickback like brake. So basically it stops the wheel if it gets like hung up. So a little bit less chance of that cutting disc going into your face or your eyes. It's very helpful. But these are just suggestions. You don't have to get DeWalt. I mean, literally it doesn't matter what brands you go with. I just started with DeWalt and kept on going with DeWalt, you know. You always need the magnets. You can never have enough of them. Obviously lights. Let's see what I got here. Fire extinguisher, definitely. Because I start fires down this bitch. I have like welding equipment and shit, but you don't really need any of that. Stick welders are the cheapest. I think that one was like 100 bucks, but it does literally everything. And then I got a MIG on top of that, but definitely you need calipers. These. Small one, or just get like a bigger one that's like 12 inches. Small one, I run out of space. I have a 12-inch one in the house, but rib nuts, really fucking handy. Or nutserts, or whatever you want to call them. You just insert them, and then it's basically, you can do anything with them, especially if you have a Corvette and you're going into fiberglass instead of steel. Obviously, stuff to get bolts out, bolt extraction kits. I always go with cobalt because Harbor Freight, right here, the wall is bigger, and they make different cobalt ones now that have a thinner wall, but that comes in handy a lot because they'll get stuck. So if you can find any with like a thinner wall, even thinner than this, because this is kind of thick, but the thinner wall, the better when it comes to those. Crow's feet, you won't use them that much, but if you do need them, which you might, they'll definitely come in handy. Okay, then you have your, I don't know if these ones are like swivels or, what are they called? There's swivel, and then there's something else. These get a lot more angle than the other ones, like this. See how it's like tapered, like that. That'll give you a little bit, but this will get you a lot, and you can usually like match them up. And this brand is cheap, and they haven't broke yet, which is amazing. And they come in, you know, every size. Let's see, Ratchet Wrenches, heat gun, reduced temperature, pretty cheap. But they'll tell you if a cylinder's not firing. because one's going to be obviously Dremel. Yeah, definitely need one of those. Oh, shit. Yeah, I got this fucking filled. These are for the small impacts. You definitely need all these because this will have your star bits and stuff like that. And sometimes it's a lot easier with these. These I got from Harbor Freight. I think they're like $5. And they're awesome. And they have little magnets in them, so like you can hold your self-tappers in them to go into shit. This helps a lot too. This is also for the small impact. You just put it on the top and you can get in those hard to reach places where the impact's not going to go. This one's DeWalt. I got at Lowe's. Another one right there. That's for if I need a drill somewhere I can't get into. Definitely need a file. I mean, you only really need a couple or a set. They're really cheap at Harbor Freight too. But man, they're lifesavers. Like on, you know, just like burrs and other things. But Loctite, you need lots of different kinds of Loctites. Red, blue. I use a lot of, you know, plastic bond or epoxy for repairing shit. I got wood glue in here and all my glues are pretty much in this drawer. Electrical stuff. I probably need a second drawer for this. This is battery terminal ones. That's like essential. Those things are awesome. If you want a link to those, I mean, they're cheap and like they have the glue on the inside of these, so it's like secure. Butt connectors, you know, just a lot of bullshit in here too, like wires and soldering irons, but that's not bullshit. But see, you need a Sawzall. I would definitely go electric on that. A corded one, not like, because man, they die too quick. And I use this thing for house stuff, but that's what is that? I don't even know what it's fucking called, but it's a hammer drill. That's what it is. Rotary hammer drill. Obviously, you need different discs. See here, this is my drawer where like pliers and such. You need like the small pliers, big pliers, channel locks. Yeah, whatever. You know, you need some pliers, not like this one, but ones that come out and then have like an angle, like a plier, you know, that are like longer. This fucking thing, so handy for prying like car rivets, not rivets, but car panel things off. Man, you just put it in there, pop. It's awesome. Saves so much time. You know, definitely a lot of these. You need these. Let's see. Obviously, different sets of screwdrivers. This drawer is just a clusterfuck. Allen wrenches. Scrapers. A lot of scrapers. This is like probably the best kind of scraper. You only use ones like this, like on windows, like if you're in vinyls off or whatever, or trying to clean a window. You need a set of these snap ring pliers, ones that go in and ones that go out. Cheap ones kind of suck, but I only have cheap ones. That's how I know they suck. This is like, you need torque wrenches. These are essential, okay? So like, this one does inch pounds and Newton meters, okay? And then you need a bigger one, which is over here. That one's this is a 3/8 drive. You need both, really. And I need to get a 1/4 inch drive one too. Where did I put that? Here. This one is a 1/2 inch drive. And this one does foot pounds instead of inch pounds. They are different, but if you ever need to mesh the foot and inch pounds because you can only find one of them, you go by Newton meters, which are back here. And you need these, especially if you ever get wheel spacers. You know, make sure that you fucking torque them to the right torque every time. Same with your wheels. Don't over tighten. your shit will break off a lot quicker. Too loose and your shit will fall off. So, yeah, I mean, the Harbor Freight ones are alright, but they start to go bad and you can't really trust them after a certain amount of time. This is the 1/2 inch one. It also measures in inch pounds. So, but like I said, this one I believe is already bad. They don't really, they're supposed to click, but they don't click that great. So they kind of just move. This drawer is supposed to be like my chisels, except for I guess they're fucking all over the floor and around the house. But you definitely need chisels, ones with some sort of steel backing. Don't get the ones with plastic, they break. These ones work fine, except for a lot of times you miss, or at least I miss and hit my fucking hand and I almost feel like I break my thumb every time. You need some steel brushes, brass, plastic. I suggest just getting a kit of them because some instances you'll need brass, some you'll need stainless, some you'll need nylon. Let's see here. Obviously sockets. Any socket sets are really going to work. I usually get all mine at Harbor Freight. Then I got more sockets. These are more for the black ones are more for impacts. But it's not like a thing, they're just thicker. These are pretty essential. These are 12-point. You'll need those in some things up more than other things. Then I have, these are, some cars only take these kind. They're multi kind, but these things are real stout. I got those that, you don't really need those, but you'll know when you need them because those bolts suck. This is where I put my air tools. I haven't even used this one yet, but I know I need it. It's for air. These die grinders, man, they're really helpful. I have one over there. This thing's pretty cool. If you ever go into sheet metal, it just fucking goes right into sheet metal. Never get the Harbor Freight one of like these with an angle because they break first try. I tried it like 6 times because it was the cheapest. Cheap is not always good, but the ones with the angle, you'll use these all the fucking time, dude. Like sand discs, you have abrasion discs, awesome. Obviously you need a tire pressure gauge, blowing wand, you know, this one just does air pressure. Take that to the track sometimes. Let's see. What? Assortment of different size hammers. I have a bunch of different hammers, but they're everywhere. Tire weights. You need tire weights. And then like little kits like this are awesome because it has the valve stems and everything in it. That also like works on fuel stuff. Let's see. Flapper discs. Probably used these before, but man, you get really nice nice surfaces with this, and it grinds off metal pretty easy. But let's see. Definitely need, see, different hoses. Size hoses. O'Reilly seems to have an assortment of them that are cheap. I have a lot of different paint guns for the paint. Hole saw stuff. You're always going to need those for everything. Level, definitely need those. Tab and die sets, that's a must. And bolt extraction stuff, because you break those off, you're not going to be able to drill into them. You pretty much are fucked. You need drill bits, obviously fluids. The mirror thing I don't really use because I use my boroscope. And yeah, here's my boroscope thing, but it shows you pretty much in high definition, and it goes pretty much everywhere. Spacers. This thing, if you have a really cold ass garage, This will warm your garage in like, I want to say 2 minutes. That, light, cheap, works. Awesome. Obviously, 2 jacks. I always need 2 jacks. So I have multiple jacks and jack stands. Obviously, this I use for virtually fucking everything. And it's adjustable. The one with the yellow containers, MAP gas, burns a lot hotter than the blue container ones, which are propane. But I mean, I've used both, but that one gets a lot hotter quicker, but they're adjustable. So let's see, that one's for just like starting fires. It's tiny. This works for straight cuts, for whatever. I've used it more on plexiglass than anything. Obviously there's plexiglass next to it. Oh, you need snips, 10 snips. These, wow, just get nice ones. These ones suck. This one I won't even open, but I was desperate because I couldn't find my better ones. I have like 3 of them, all gone. This is what I meant by the smaller impact. They call them all impacts. This one might, but yeah, that's what I mean by impact. This just pops off, you know, probably use these at work. But yeah, they just slide right in. And obviously you need a drill of some sort. Let's see, tools I'm missing. Respirator, yeah, definitely need one of these. 3M, make some really nice ones. Get organic filter ones. These, dude, don't get a dust mask unless you don't care about your house. This you can paint with, you can do everything with, and it'll filter everything. This yeah, I'm still remodeling everything, so yeah, you definitely need one of these eventually. Not a must. These are nice to have. Mine's still not set up. You don't need one of these, but unless you're doing tubing for like a roll cage, obviously, if you find a deal on those on Harbor Freight, they run sort of cheaper. Chop saw. If you want straight cuts with metal on your car, get these. You definitely need one of these. I love this thing, you know, for everything pretty much, but sometimes you need it quicker. This will work. Chop saw though, it'll cut your metal quicker and with a good, nice, clean angle. I haven't really used that thing much. I really don't. Yeah. I still had to change the blade. That's mainly the reason why. Because it only came with like a wood blade and I got them. I usually only cut metal stuff. Oh, haven't used that yet, but I will. These things. Just trying to see if I left any of my tools anywhere to show you. Let's see here. Don't buy these. This is for tires, mounting and unmounting. It only works if for thick-walled tires, so like SUVs and trucks. Low profile, you will not get it. I can't get it. I tried 2 people to try to get it. Nope. Nope. Don't even think about it. It's cheap, but it does not work. Oh yeah. You need 10 snips. Preferably the ones with the angle on them. This one's straight. I have both. But those come in handy for cutting metal zip ties, everything. Get a decent amount of metal zip ties because nylon, can't really use those in your engine bay. Let's see, anything in here? Let's see. These come in handy sometimes, and then Bessie clamps, something to clamp. You can get, I mean, obviously, you do HVAC, so, but, let's see. This is nice to have. Put all your bolts and sorted stuff. Mine's a little bit of a mess still too, because I'm in and out of here, but like I put my LEDs in there in a drawer, and yeah, all my different types of screws, and I sort the stainless with the non-stainless, so I know it's gonna rust or not. One thing that is essential, obviously you need ones like that. That one's a cheap one, but I have so many laying around. I said, yeah, I got chisels there and nylon brush I was using probably the other day. Another thing you need is, oh man, I don't have it here, but it's a jumper packs that have a jumper pack that has an air compressor on it for tires. You can lower your tire PSI, raise it, whatever, and then jumpstart your car if you kill it. Obviously, those are essential. They're kind of, I mean, they're like $100. I like the one I got from Walmart, honestly, a while back. And the battery's interchangeable, and those, a lot of people don't interchange them, so you can find them cheap online and then just change the batteries out, and it's like brand new again. So a lot of people don't know that, but yeah. And obviously you need like a little battery tender. I think this is probably the Harbor Freight ones. I mean, they all seem to charge the same. That's it, man. That's all I got.